In this podcast, Ash Parikh, CMO at Absolute Security, shares the importance of understanding the dark funnel and reaching buyers through pre-intent signals, where the true decision-making process begins.
Because what happens, especially in B2B, in large-scale B2B enterprises, I, as a buyer, am never going to click on a form. I'm going to do my research. I'm going to watch demos. I'm going to talk to my peers. I'm going to talk to analysts. Before you know it, before the vendor knows it, 70% of that decision is made. And that's what I call the dark funnel. So while a lot of companies actually spend their time on, okay, let's create webinars, let's create this, let's create that, they're missing the point that the most amount of work is happening outside that bubble. That's what I call a dark funnel. There are two types of intent signals, right? One is intent and pre-intent. Intent is when I put my hand up and said, yes, I want to do something with you. Examples, come to your website, ask for a demo. That's intent. Right. Pre-intent is when I've been researching you, when I've been researching for products like yours, right? Talking to analysts, talking to peers, talking to others, doing my own research. That is a dark funnel. That is a dark data that I'm looking for, like social sites, Slack, conversations. These are the things that power decision making.
It's just too many marketing automation tools at this point. How do you filter through it to arrive at what the right solutions you want to choose?
You said it. There are too many, and it is a problem, right? And there are too many tools in any area. So I think what's really bubbled to the top, and again, look, I'm not promoting a technology or whatever. I've just found that these are decently good tools and useful, and they'll constantly be churning. You'll get better things out there. But I am impressed by a company called ShiftUp. Right? So what do? They bring in pre-intent data. Map that with intent data from a tool like 6sense or Demandbase. Map that with first-party data, which comes from my own website, from my own technologies, like using Qualified to actually pull out intelligence from website chats, for example. The whole point is we have a finite set of hours in the day. How do you make sure that you can use intelligence and AI to derive the most out of the data that you see and you do not see?
Very interesting. And well, again, how did you filter through all the automation tools that are out there to arrive at ShiftUp? Did I get it right? Yeah.
Are there new tools that replace the Marketos and the Salesforce? No, but these are the fringe tools. These are the additives that complement and constantly take advantage.
Love it. Love that the team is on it. It's not typical of a marketing org to do that. How do you justify the returns of ShiftUp? I would think, I don't know about your current founders and CEOs and executives, but I would think that would be really hard for a lot of people to understand unless they've thought deeply about marketing. How do you justify the costs of that? Can you actually directly tie it to revenue?
Absolutely. And that's the only way you can do it. Yeah. So some examples. I actually paint a picture of the befores and afters, right? Hey, you were trying to go after, in our case, we are a cybersecurity company, right? Our ICP, our main buyer, is a chief information security officer. Guess what? That is one of the most secretive and quiet buyers in the industry. It's about cybersecurity. You never know when they are researching you. They will never tell you, and they will never fill a form. So for me, ShiftUp is a great opportunity, and other tools like that as well, because I know before that person actually fills a form that you actually have potential interest in.
Interesting.
Awesome. So to translate that into sales, if I show a pilot and show that 10 CISOs have actually kind of shown pre-intent and map that with the signals on my website, reverse IP lookups, etc., I have a case to be made that please go to these 10 and talk to them about what we are offering.
Interesting. Very cool. Yeah.
That's the dark funnel. Is the funnel you will never see, and the funnel that never ever fills a form. But it's there. It's rampant, and it's bigger than the funnel that you see. That's the conversation around pre-intent. Those are the kind of tools that I believe are going to be amazingly big game changers and game shapers in the industry going forward. And it's all powered by AI.
To hear more from Ash about how to identify and use pre-intent data to improve targeting in B2B marketing, watch the full podcast. To request a demo of ShiftUp, head to shiftupai.com.